Another way to model a fraction times a whole number is with a model called a tape model. The other day we looked at a repeated addition model, and so 3 times 5/12 we read as 3 groups of 5/12. Well, what if the whole number is bigger? 24 times 2/3. Are we going to draw 24 groups of 2/3? No, we're not. There's an easier way. With the commutative property of multiplication, I can turn 24 times 2/3 into 2/3 times 24. Order doesn't matter in multiplication. It's the same problem. And so I'm going to look at it this way, 2/3 times 24. Well, that means I'm going to get 2/3 of 24. It's not a whole, so it's less than the 24. Well, this tape model probably got its name because it looks like a long strip of tape, just a rectangle here. I'm going to think of this as a number line down here at the bottom, and this whole rectangle would represent all 24. Well, I don't get all, I get 2/3. Well, you remember the denominator tells me the number of equal sized pieces I'm supposed to have, so I'm going to cut this tape model into 3 equal parts because my denominator is a 3. Well, how much is each part worth? I'm going to think about some division here. I had something that's worth 24. I've divided it into 3 parts. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So every piece of this model is worth 8. Well, how many pieces do we get? 2 pieces because the fraction was 2/3. So I'm going to shade, still want to be able to read my number down there, then 2/3. Well, if this 1/3 is worth 8 and this 1/3 is worth 8, 8 and 8 would be 16. So 2/3 of 24 is 16, which means 2/3 times 24 is also 16. Let's look at another problem that we can solve with this tape model. Ian earns $18 an hour working at the plant cell. How much will he earn if he works 5/6 of an hour? Well, he worked 5/6 of an hour, and every hour he should have made $18. Does Ian get all $18? No, because he didn't work 6/6 or 1 whole hour. He worked less than that, so he's going to earn less than his $18. All right, so this time my tape model is going to represent the 18, my whole number here. How many parts do I need to cut it into? 6, because my denominator is 6. So I'm going to start here in the middle, and then I need 3 pieces on the right, 3 pieces on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have now taken $18 and I've cut it into 6 parts. Well, 18 divided into these 6 parts is 3, because 6 times 3 is 18, so I'm writing a 3 in every piece of my tape model. Well, how many parts do I need to shade? 5, because my fraction was 5/6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shaded. Well, it was 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. 5 times 3 is 15. So Ian would earn $15 by working at this plant cell. Well, we can solve these problems with a number line as well. It doesn't have to be the tape model with a rectangle. We could just draw a line to represent our whole number here. I have 3/4 times 16, so I'm looking to find 3/4 of the 16 whole. So I started with 0, just drew a line and marked 16 over here on the end. Okay, well, I'm still going to cut it just like I did my tape model to match this denominator. So I'm going to start in the middle, and then I now have 4 parts. So I'm going to show you those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've cut it into my 4 parts. You just don't see the parts like we did on the tape model as clearly, but you still see 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Well, does not get all 4/4 of the 16, it's 3/4. So that would be 1, 2, 3. So that'd be right here. 1, 2, 3. I did that on my number line to match my numerator. Well, how much is each part worth? 16, my line has been cut into 4 parts, and so that means that each part is worth 4. We don't get all of the parts, we only get 3, so 4 plus 4 plus 4, or 4 times 3, would be 12. 12. So again, I'm solving the same way, just with a line instead of a rectangle. In your math journal, I would like for you to draw a tape model to solve number 1 and use a number line to solve number 2.